2 years ago, Shaniel Muir was among the female front runners in dancehall when she suddenly announced her departure from the genre. The top gal singer was also in a bitter dispute at that time with her management.
It's something that I really cannot explain for what it is.
For them no lose, if you win you have to lose couple time.
Where is she now? Well, she's definitely on our stage right now. Shaniel, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure being here. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, all right. So that's a big question. Where are you now?
Right now, that's
Yes.
the better question. I appreciate that question because I'm so focused on the no. That's what gives me peace in everything I'm doing right now. I am releasing Echoes of Her, the EP, my, let's say, first professional body of work since my break in 2020.
Yes.
I wanted to give them a look of what an album might feel like. So we're not in the album yet, because you know it's a lot of songs on an album, but I just wanted to give them an extended play so they can actually even get a feel of what might come or what they might see on an album from Shaniel Muir. So you know that I know particularly that dancehall music, it may not be the biggest when it comes to getting certain things, because your whole goal to create an album is also to connect with your fans, but it's also for the acknowledgement from the Grammys and stuff like that. So I'm working on the album part. I don't think it's there yet, but when it comes to making a statement here and now before getting to that section, I think EP would be and is the best foot forward for me right now.
You just spoke about the Grammy Awards. You mentioned it.
Yes.
People never used to do that because they just don't think they can win.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden that is changing. That's good news. That's good
Yes.
for the music. People are
Definitely.
taking it seriously
Definitely.
now, the Grammys, and are aspiring to win.
Oh yes.
And that's a good move.
Oh yes,
But
definitely.
anyway, we want to go back now to your 2 years ago with the dispute
2 years ago.
with your management and your decision to go back to church. So just tell us now, where are you now in relation to that? Did you make it back to church fully? And did you resolve the issues with your management?
So the issues with that is resolved. So I'm glad because it was exhausting, and I'm very, very elated that we've crossed that. So with that being crossed and checked, there's literally nothing to talk about pertaining to it. We're just going to leave it where it was. And that for me is in the past, and that for me is settling it for what it is. And just moving forward. All the best to him, and I'm just doing what I do best. And as it relates, because it was on this very stage that I sat here and I told you I was absolutely done with dancehall music and I'm off to serve Christ.
Yes.
I did say those words.
Yes.
However, I'm not there yet.
You're not.
I'm not there yet. I didn't get into church. I didn't re-baptize. I was baptized when I told you at the last time I was around 8 or so. But I didn't get there yet. And it's not a case where it's not still in my heart to do it. The only difference between me and another person is that I'm a public figure and they're private.
Yes.
So there are people out there that are very conflicted, like myself. But the difference is the world knows, and because the world knows, there are many opinions on where my life is at this moment in pertaining to my religious aspects of my life, which is okay. I'm a public figure. I have to accept that. But for those fans that know me from long before and have been on my journey for a longer time, know that I will always, and I always have a place in my heart where that makes me very soft to my spiritual needs. I'm very soft to that. So where that is related, I probably should have understood that things that I may say in a public forum will follow me till the end of my days. And I cannot run away from questions like those, nor critique from it, nor anybody's opinion, which is what my life is about. My life is about my life and everybody's opinion out there, but
The fact that you were a dancehall artist and a female is part of why,
Yeah,
and
of course.
in another genre, if it was just reggae or,
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
it would people wouldn't even remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
but
truly.
because you were
It's
dancehall.
dancehall. It's dancehall, and I completely
They're going
understand
to want
that.
to know if you make that shift. That's
Well, what I can say, I may not be the holiest or the most sanctified person, but I definitely can say that my relationship, however, with him had grown. It has matured into something more where I understand where I am, and I will understand how to deal with certain things going forward. So getting in control of my emotions was one of those big things, because emotions can allow you to do and say a lot of things, especially when you're very vulnerable going through some things that you need to deal with in the private. So I've learned a lot growing as an artist, and it's unfortunate that I had to learn it in difficult situations, but I'm glad I did anyway. So going forward, there's just some things that will not be related to the public, and there's just some things that I will definitely share with them. Boundaries, minimizing contact with a lot of different things in my life. So it's all about a learning experience for me, and I'm glad it happened, because I've learned how to deal with my personal and my business and separate both. And yeah, there will be that forever on the internet, but right now and going forward, it's a different channel, definitely.
It seems to me that it would come down to your value system.
Oh yeah.
You know, how you see life, regardless of what your music is or what you're singing.
Yes.
Is what your value system is about, and what's in there, what's in that package.
Okay, all right. So with
that is, I believe, is where you can be comfortable doing what you're doing without fear, even though people will be criticizing,
of course,
or feeling that you whatever. It's going to come down to what your values are. And
I'm glad you said that, because I completely agree. And for us in the Caribbean, you're always familiar with when the trumpet sound and the dead shall rise and all of that. When that trumpet sound and the big book open, and them called Shaniel Muir, I don't see nobody who can walk and go stand up and give account for my sins. So for anybody who's worried about what my life is and how I'm living, I would really encourage them to worry about themselves. Because at the end of the day, when it all happens and it's all done, I have to give account for anything. So that is even why the Bible tells us not to judge, lest ye be judged. So I'm the last to judge somebody, because I'm not perfect at all.
Well, maybe the Evans want you in dancehall. Maybe the Evans want you to continue in dancehall. Because, hello, I mean, it's not like you were in the extreme.
I wasn't talking,
you know what I mean? So,
no, I'm pretty,
But it's good to have you back. It's good to know that you're still doing your music and so on. But what have you been up to? Where are some of the places you've been?
Well, for the past few months, because I haven't been very active on social media either for the past few months, and I took that time to really understand myself. I don't think I understood emotional intelligence in the past few months or years rather, but I took that hiatus to recognize who I am and recognize my values, my attributes, what my purpose is, and to act within that. So that time really helped me to groom myself for what I'm about to take the step to do.
Yeah, so you sort of, the music was like low-key.
It was very low-key, no music.
Stagnant a bit.
Yes.
Okay. And you're back now?
Yes.
Are you fully engaged again?
I am.
And moving forward?
I am completely.
Yes. I think last time I saw you were in Portland.
I was at a show. Was it a show?
You mash up that show there? No?
Yeah, man, I mash up the show.
You mash up that show there, man. Well, I'll show them little footage of that. Let's show them a little bit of that. Look at what's happening when she was on this. Look at it.
Yeah, I figured it. Young people, them are the young people, them want. Yeah, so it was a good vibe.
Line for line, they were singing.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were very in tune.
That demographic is big on your list of fans.
Yes, a lot, it does depend. Because remember, I do a lot of different type of music. But the majority are young females, and females around my age as well, in the middle part of the age.
Laugh out loud when I said that show. Yes, that was quite a show. Your fan base down there huge in Port Antonio.
Anytime I get to Portland or those small areas that would really consider like there's a country or so forth, I always get a good reception from those areas. I do get the same from the cities and so forth, but it's always a more warm feeling because you know that they're more rural, so it's kind of like, when you really hear them singing the songs and being able to relate and, show so much love to it, it's really a good feeling.
Yes, it must be. You find them wherever. You found those people in the country and you make sure that they're your fans.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they were so excited about you. Whoa! I mean, it was unbelievable in a sense. I didn't know you were that big in Port Antonio. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I loved it.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so speak about the EP. What's on it and things?
So the EP is called Echoes of Her. It's produced by Damage Music. Yes. There's a track on there with me and Chronic Law that is produced by Shabdan Music. And there are the rest of the tracks, oh my goodness, I can't wait for them to hear it because it's really my first body of work. So it's not just a single where, I know what the single is about and then I try to anticipate what the fans will feel like and what they'll express and so forth. So to see that it's a whole body of work and there's like different versions, because the reason I named it Echoes of Her, when you think of, I wanted to associate something with sound and music and myself. So when you think of echoes, it's always just a bounce of different variations of sound. And then with the whole EP together, it's not just about one particular context. It's a thing built up with different versions of who I am. And it just came to me and I'm like, okay, I think this is what it should be. Echoes of her, echoes of me, echoes of who I am and what I feel. And it's all about love and hurt and loyalty and love in the other sense.
Okay.
Yes. And then definitely about, there's another track on there that I had to put on there as well. It's like, brings us back to something similar like blessings. Because there's always that part of me that loves to reflect on life itself and give thanks for the journey and so forth. So a track for basically every mood and energy is on there. And I can't wait for them to hear it.
And to them, the fans, where are they? Where are they?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere?
Everywhere. And when
You're global, aren't you?
I hope so.
Oh, yes.
I hope so.
I believe you are.
Yes. Yeah. Most places I've been to, which are a few Caribbean islands, the US, Canada, UK. I haven't been to Europe yet, which I'm looking forward to, or Africa. But most of the places I've been to, I'm amazed to how far my music has reached.
The reception.
So yeah,
good,
definitely.
Okay. So where are you spending most of your time these days?
Well,
Jamaica, or it seems like it's offshore, but
it's pretty much it's like half and half. So it's here in Jamaica and then I'm in the US. But most of my time, I do spend a lot of time writing now. And I definitely want to say I give a lot of thanks and admiration to Damage Music because during my hiatus, I had writer's block. This is my first episode of writer's block since, it's like a really bad episode because you will have it, here and there, but I had a really bad episode of writer's block for like months, almost a year. I couldn't write anything. So when I took that hiatus and I got in contact with Damage when I was kind of feeling ready to come back, and I was like, hey, I want to drop some stuff, but I don't want to do just a single. I want a body of work. And immediately he made the environment for me so calming, so welcoming and productive. And he gave me such space and room to be creative and do me. I wasn't like thrown to be like, okay, you just need to do this a rhythm and that rhythm. It wasn't like that. It was so much room for me to do what I do. Because I am the creative. I always write my own music. So that was a big plus. And, I have to give it to him because even in that time, you will notice like it's so vulnerable for you and you tend to see who's really there from who's really not and who really appreciates you as an artist and who doesn't and who really cares for you separate and apart from you being able to make them a few bucks. So I really admire that, and that's why I'm glad I worked with Damage Music as well on this.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
so, yeah.
Wow, Damage is getting a lot of credits
Oh,
here.
yes,
Damage.
of course.
So you're during the hiatus, looking at it from, you're in a hiatus, taking time out to look and see. How did it look to you? The music, now
Yes.
that you're sort of like, okay, I'm laying back looking at it.
Oh, yes.
How did it look? Looking at Jamaica.
Looking at Jamaica.
And in particular,
Me.
your agenda in the music and so on. How did it look to you?
So one thing I know, dancehall doesn't stop. It stops for nobody. So it's either in or you're out.
Yes.
Or if you're coming back, you better make it be good because the critique is ridiculously harsh. So, but what I was seeing on my hiatus, I wasn't really paying attention to it because a part of being away from it was a part of not being involved in it. But not gonna say I'm gonna scroll through Instagram or TikTok or a few things and see what's going on. And honestly, I mostly saw male stuff. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Me hardly would I see female stuff, but when I do see the female stuff, it's banging just the same,
Okay.
you know, because hit songs were being dropped just the same, and I'm still entertained by the female and their talents just the same, but it's always, you know, it's more male dominancy, so it's,
Yes.
you know, it was more.
I wanted to know if you think that they're moving up, they're moving on. The ladies are ascending in the music. Do you think that?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. When I look at the work of, namely, Spice and even Shensia, I see how huge and how far you can really go with your music in comparison to, you know, where I would say I'm at in music and so forth. So to see where they go as women in dancehall, women in music, it's very admirable. And that's something that, you know, I would encourage like even younger artists to even look and see, look, you can move from point A to B, C, wherever you want to be, as long as you have the ethics and the encouragement and the right people, the right team, because you really can't do it by yourself, and the right knowledge, you can definitely, you know, use it as a stepping stone to go.
There's more equity, more for women now. It's easier now. I mean,
It is.
they're always.
Well, I would say it's not easy for women, but with the evolvement of certain things now, especially with social media, it should be a tool that they use to help themselves. And you do have the internet to search and find anything. If any questions you have, it's literally answers are there as long as you're able to take the time out to do your research. So it may not have been that easy back then, but now, absolutely, it's very much easier now.
So the playing field is getting leveler.
In a sense.
Leveling.
In a sense, because you know you still have people in the business that have been there for years, and you know they continue to be very relevant, and that you may have to network with and so forth. So you still have those hurdles that you have to cross, but apart from that, it's relatively easy now.
Okay, well, maybe you want to tell us and your fans about your timeline to look out for what, when, and so on.
Oh, absolutely.
From your EP, from your body of work that
Yeah.
you've been working on.
So Echoes of Her is out April 4th, which is Friday, April 4th.
Just pause here and just take a listen to Secured, one of your tracks.
Anything my man give me is a plus. If we left today, my can't rock.
Secured. That's the name of that one, the track. Okay, so you can go check it out. It's out, right? This
Yes,
one is out.
yes, this is out.
You can, great. So yeah, so continue now to tell us about how
Okay.
they can,
Perfect.
when and how they can get the whole of you.
So Echoes of Her EP is out. It's an amazing body of work I put together with my heart, soul, mind, everything, and you know, try to make this as amazing and relatable as possible for my fans and listeners. I am very ecstatic that it is out, and I would love for everybody to just take their time to go and listen discreetly, parental advisory for a few tracks, but yes. It's definitely something that I was looking forward to for a very long time. I do hope that when you listen, you will feel and be able to share and, you know, feel like you're a part of Shaniel Muir and her journey as well.
Well, Shaniel, you're sounding happy.
I am, thank you.
And you're looking like you're ready to take it on and to go wherever it takes you.
Absolutely.
This music of yours. So we're wishing you well with this project.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to what else coming.
Oh yes, hopefully the album soon. But
yes.
let's see what the EP does first.
First, all right. Because, you know, we believe you're one of them who can make it to the very top of music.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And so it's good to know that you're still in it. Still in it. That the Lord did not take you away, all the way away. That you're still with us in the space. And
I'm in the flesh.
Maybe we have to clean it up. Yeah, clean up the space.
But definitely, Secured is one of those songs I could definitely say it's clean. It can be played anywhere, okay. Anytime. I always create those type of music because I have a lot of different listeners. Some gonna say, "Oh Lord, Shaniel," some gonna say, "Yes, girl." But you know, so there is different music for different people that listen to me, and it's not just a set of people. Everybody's a target.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to leave with us and your audience?
Of course. So if you haven't started following me yet, and if you didn't know, my name is Shaniel Muir. You can follow me on Instagram at SHANEILMUIR. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well and every other digital platform. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shan.
Thank you.
Always good to have you.
Likewise.
All right, there you have her segment of our show. Shaniel Muir. She's still with you in the music, okay?